I just came across something somewhat profound, I would say. Not somewhat, quite profound. So it's like how to go from consuming insight to integrating it. And this mentioned something very key, that it's perfectionism disguised as humility. And now I have some pondering and thinking to do about that statement, because it's like, oh my gosh, that is literally exactly what's happening. And it says it's hitting you hard as a big sign because you're peeling back a major layer. It walks me through how to address my fear directly. What you described, I don't want to mess up anything. I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to lead someone the wrong way. Maybe abandonment issues, that's what I said to them, is one of the most common and noble fears people have who feel called to teach or lead. Here's what's really going on. This fear comes from high responsibility plus past pain. You care deeply, and he puts in quotes, that's beautiful, but the bully turns that care into paralysis. If I teach and I get it wrong, I could hurt someone, and then they'll leave me, reject me, and I'll be alone. The abandonment angle makes total sense with your history, psychotic break, family dynamics, and past relationships with people. Your nervous system learned that being seen as wrong or flawed can lead to loss of connection, so it says it's better to stay quiet than to risk hurting someone and being abandoned. This is the same protector that shows up with, well, that was something that happened that I don't want to talk about right now. So another powerful thing that was said was, you are not responsible for someone else's entire journey. You are only responsible for sharing what you're learning with integrity and giving them tools to think for themselves. That's a breath of fresh air for some reason. It's not my responsibility. I'm not responsible for someone else's entire journey. I'm only responsible for sharing what I'm learning with integrity and giving them tools to think for themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I think that's the classic thing of what I said. I know I repeated myself. Every great teacher, coach, or creator has given bad advice at some point. Every single one. The difference is they kept going, corrected course, and stayed humble. Your audience is not fragile children. They are adults who will filter what you say, test it, and take what works for them. The fear of leading them astray is actually overinflated self-importance mixed with fear of abandonment. The truth is, most people won't even remember one video perfectly, but the ones who need your message will take what they need and keep it moving. How to overcome this fear practically? Own the guide identity. And essentially, let's see, right here, I wrote it down. A new identity idea I wrote down. Guide in the arena. Not, what was it? It was something else. Hold on, let me go back. I'm not a guru here. I'm not here as a guru who has it all figured out. I'm a guide in the arena, one step ahead of you and one step behind others. Figuring this out in public. Figuring this shit out in public. If you're overwhelmed, scared to teach, or fighting your own patterns, you're in the right place. Sorry, I kind of just got off topic and read that whole thing. But yeah. And this fear doesn't mean I'm not meant to teach. It means I care. And now we turn that care into courageous action instead of hiding. How does this explanation land with you? All right, that's it. Thank you. If this resonated with you, please interact in the comments and I'll interact back. And we'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.